Missing 89 trillion naira stamp duty. Group tenders unreserved apology to Emefiele, gives reasons. Welcome to the news and thank you for tuning in to listen. Please subscribe to our channel. To get notified when we post hot juicy news updates, please click on the notification bell. A coalition of civil society organizations has tendered an unreserved apology to the governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, Godwin Emefiele, over calls for his visa ban. There had been calls for Emefiele's visa ban over an alleged missing of 89 trillion naira stamp duty and to be arrested by the State Security Services, SSS, among others. In an apology letter read during a press conference in Abuja on Monday, January 9th, the coalition noted that allegations against Emefiele were false and untrue of his person and office. The jointly letter signed by their leaders, Alhaji Muhammad Yusuf Ibrahim of Northern Leaders Coalition, Benga Gozalo of League of Professionals for Good Governance and Accountability, and Chief Sampam of Transparency Africa, the coalition said, having read the details of what was made available to the CSOs against the CBN governor, they have realized that they are acting on wrong information. Ibrahim said, and I quote, "We hereby tender our unreserved apology to the Central Bank of Nigeria governor for getting involved unlawfully and joining forces to call for his arrest and removal from office. This action we sincerely regret and apologize." He also said that the coalition's apology is premised on superior arguments made available to us concerning activities and interventions of the CBN under the leadership of Emefiele. The coalition further called on other groups and individuals whom they described as anti-CBN groups to support Emefiele and his patriotic passion to sustain the economy. He said, and I quote, "We by this officially call off and cease all planned actions against the Central Bank governor and urge the other anti-CBN groups to join hands in supporting the creative and dynamic governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria and its good policies. This should also serve as a notice to place we have written to disregard our request and provide necessary protection for him if the need arises, as we discovered the allegations were tried on charges aimed to sacrifice him for some section of the political class. It should be noted that this action is not as a result of wrong information given about us in a hurriedly put together press conference held last week by an unknown group, but rather deep conviction of the rising need to retrace ourselves based on issues arising on our religion with initial planned agenda." He also urged the DSS to allow the Central Bank governor to perform his constitutional duties as well as respect court orders concerning the issue and halt intimidating him. Concerning Nigerian political class, the coalition said public affairs should be allowed to work and not distracted in any form. He added, "We respectfully urge the DSS to sheathe their sword and work with the Central Bank governor to eradicate illicit financial flows in the country with great efficiency. We need peace in our polity as we approach the 2023 general elections. All political classes hereby wanted by to desist from We need peace in our polity as we approach the 2023 general elections. All political classes hereby warned to desist from fake news and blackmail as a way to ensure free, fair and credible elections come 2023. We frown at behavioral tendencies that will destabilize our democracy. Again, we make bold to say that we want peace and nothing but peace. We hereby declare our unalloyed support for Emefiele and its numerous policies that are approved by President Buhari. Again, we call on all detractors to stop perpetrating propagating falsehood and blackmail against the CBN governor and allow him to focus on his core mandate, which is monetary policy with an immense value. He said henceforth they have decided to be independent advocate for the numerous policies for the Central Bank of Nigeria governor has initiated, and to ensure that the policies get to the grassroots and also for the betterment of all Nigerians. Lastly, we hereby declare full support for Presidents Muhammadu Buhari and Godwin Emefiele, and also urge all Nigerians to do the same. Godwin Emefiele protesters hit presidential villa over allegations by DSS. Photos emerge. Scores of protesters on Thursday, December hit the streets of Abuja, Nigeria's capital city, over the allegations against the governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria by the State Security Services. Nigeria's capital, His words, lastly, we hereby... Godwin Emefiele, protesters hit presidential villa over allegations by DSS. Photos emerge. Scores of protesters on Thursday, December 2022, hit the streets of Abuja, Nigeria's capital, over the allegations against the governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria by the State Security Services. The protesters in their numbers marched to the presidential villa, calling for the removal of Godwin Emefiele. According to the protesters, the policies by Godwin Emefiele have hurt the nation in unimaginable ways. Senate reacts angrily, summons CBN boss Emefiele as Naira depreciates further in parallel market. The Nigerian Senate had earlier intervened in a continuous fall of the Naira against other international currencies. This is as the federal lawmakers seek the presence of the governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, Godwin Emefiele. Meanwhile, the Naira crashed to 710 Naira per dollar on Thursday, and Nigerians have reacted angrily to the development. Now, from the beginning of the news, from the beginning, and now I don't know what these people are planning. The people who are calling for Emefiele's head to be given to them on a plate, now they are all saying another thing. All right. Well, first of all, from the beginning of the news, they gave Emefiele, or they tendered or rendered an apology, and I don't know whether he should receive them all, but he should just make sure that he's careful. Use one hand color time, use the other. What's it called? He's being careful. He should be careful, because I don't know, this one they are coming out to tell him, oh, the policies are okay. Something fishy is going on. And then they said they now told us, in that same particular news, they told us how, this particular protesting started. How the protestants went to Abuja, and started complaining and complaining and complaining. All right. Well, at the end of the day, Nigerians, the ball is in our court. We decide to kick it. Let us just make sure that this election, hopefully, everything turns on. Okay, on this note, we have come to the end of the news. We should thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest of your day.